The Democrat Party is in ruin, and I intend to document every second of their demise, their ruination, with as many shows as I possibly can. This is one of my goals of this channel, is to destroy the Democrat Party so that no one in polite conversation would ever think of voting for them again, because it saves Americans' lives. It'll save the country, probably even save the world if America has any kind of leadership in that future role. We will not have a leadership role in the future if we continue to elect Democrats. That party needs to go away. This is not necessarily a pro-Republican thing, although I'm a Republican just by default of it does more damage to the Democrat Party. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. Hope you'll let me make my case, but I don't really need to make my case right now because Alan Dershowitz, Democrat, has left the party. He's going to make my case for me. Alan Dershowitz.
I'm going to be supporting the Republicans in the midterm election. I'm hoping that the Republicans maintain control both of the House and the Senate. The last thing I want is Chuck Schumer to be head of the Senate, or Liz Warren to be chairperson of a committee, or AOC to be chairperson of a committee. The Democrats have not only lost my votes, but they have made me an enemy.
They have made Alan Dershowitz a Jew, a Jewish constitutional scholar. Let's get him on this phase. This is a constitutional scholar, a great legal mind who, how bad is the Democrat Party? He finally bailed on him. He's voting for all Republicans. By the way, there's a word for not voting for Democrats, Alan, and only voting for Republicans. It's called being a Republican. If you really want to damage them, do the one thing that they do not want you to do. I just want to tell you, the Democrat Party, number one, they want you to be a Democrat, and you left the Democrat Party. Number two, if you're going to vote for them and you're going to vote for, if you're going to vote for Republicans and not vote for a Democrat, they at least don't want you to become a Republican. So they're going, fine, you have to vote for a Republican. Just don't become a Republican. So that should cue you on what the next step is. And I believe that you will get there. I believe you're on the path to recovery. It's a long path. It was a cult. We're extracting you out. This is your intervention where the family comes around you and goes, Alan, remember how you have given all of that money to the Democrat Party? How you have invested your life into defending them and attacking Republicans? Well, this is the fruits. Now you have supported an anti-Israel country, a formal anti-Israel political party. And now you're going, well, here I am at the end of my life, at the end of my career, after I've done all this stuff to weaken the Republican Party and strengthen the Democrat Party. And holy cow, I've been helping Satan.
Essentially, by how they've moved away from American values, Israeli values, and values of decency. So I'm not only no longer a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, but I am.
Oh, heaven forbid, be a Republican. That's not a good point, Alan. That's not a benefit. I'm not a Democrat. Well, I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Republican. I'm not for America. I'm not for the patriot. I'm still not here to advocate for and vote for truckers, coal miners, steel workers, moms, intact families, children, protecting children. I'm still not in that party. I'm not strong enough to join that. I'm just saying I'm not a Democrat. Basically, he's just saying, look, I'm not sane. I'm just not a psycho anymore.
Very anti-Democrat. I'm against the Democratic
Good. That's a good first step.
Party. I will do anything to see Mom Donnie defeated.
He'll see anything to see Mom Donnie in New York is what crossed the line. Democrats had to put a communist has to be winning in the Democrat Party in New York before he sees the light. Some of us knew the Democrats were dangerous and psychotic. I figured it out in 1984 when I started voting for Ronald Reagan because I was a pro-lifer. I figured it out a long time ago. I think Alan Dershowitz has a much higher IQ than me, so I expect a little more from you, but maybe because he was a Democrat, maybe the rot's deeper than I thought. Here's Dinesh D'Souza with an Islamist. The reason why Muslims vote Democrat. This is more education for Alan Dershowitz.
Find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump. Never do it. When I was an extremist, Islamist, fundamentalist, I would only vote left.
He only votes left. You will never find an Islamic extremist, a radical who want the destruction of Israel. You will never find them voting for Donald Trump. This is probably news to Jews like Alan Dershowitz, but it's not news to me because I've listened to them and watched them vote. They vote for leftists. How do you explain that? Why is it that an Islamist who believes in throwing homosexuals off the roof of a building will support Democrats, the Rainbow Party?
Why is that? I saw them as very stupid. I would fear the conservatives because they come with principle. That's not someone they can brainwash. But the left, I know they have no values and no principles to begin with.
I love it. Look at this Muslim destroying the Democrat Party. I'll vote for them because I know they don't have principles. Republicans, they have principles. Alan Dershowitz, do you have principles? Do you have principles? Come join the principled party.
I dare you to find one Islamic extremist that votes for Donald Trump. Never do it. They give their vote to the leftist who wants to run around in pride parades. And Islamic extremists are against gays and homosexuals and transgenders, but they want the left to go and get busy with that. They want them, go speak about the climate, go speak about...
Go do your climate change, Democrats. The Islamist wants the Democrats to go off in their pride parade and their global warming ideology. Why?
Abortion, go kill yourselves, go do that.
Go kill yourselves. He wants them to destroy themselves.
And she's fighting for abortion rights and all the other, my body, my choice. Yes, go do that, But would she have an abortion? Never. Would she kill a Muslim in her stomach? Never.
He's talking about Ilhan Omar. Would she kill a baby in her stomach? Never. A Democrat. But they'll vote for it to put a pro-choicer in office. Why? Because they're easy to brainwash and they'll destroy themselves. And this is about the fallout of the Democrat Party, which is a party of losers and psychos. If you're still a Democrat, then I don't know what you're thinking. Time to change, time to formally change it, guys, because Democrats, here's more proof. This is an older clip, but after the Charlie Kirk assassination, this is about the Democrat polls, that they're okay with assassinations and murder as part of their party.
I want to ask you about this Rutgers report.
Good morning.
On the Network Contagion Research Center. This is their conclusion, okay?
I like this, Network Contagion Research Center. This is Rutgers. This is science, guys, on their network of contagion. This is a mental contagion.
Users online are increasingly associating the memification of Luigi Mangione with calls for political violence against Elon Musk, President Trump, and others, reflecting the growing cyber social presence of assassination culture. And Aisha, you have some findings that they have here on justification.
It's alarming. And I want to put this up here. This is a justification for murder of Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And you'll see here, they found that when it came to the left of center, 50% thought that it was justified to murder Elon Musk, 56% for President Trump.
50% of the left think it's okay to murder. This is why they're against free speech. They don't believe in speech. They believe in killing your opponent. This is how psycho they are. This is half of the Democrat Party. Left of center. Look at the right of center, the red. Who believes in killing Elon Musk? 14%. I like that they found 14% of we on the right to kill Elon Musk. Even that is shocking. But look at those Democrat numbers. Half of people on the left. That party, Alan Dershowitz, get away. It is the murder party. Speaking of psychos, look at this. Here's a 1,000-mile stare, Cory Booker. I'm not sure exactly which eye to look into, but here he is. This is from a clip from the weekend with Jen Psaki I missed.
I fundamentally have said this over and over again, from 25 hours on the Senate floor to sit-ins on the Capitol step, that this is a moral moment.
Which eye am I looking at here? Okay, and he brought up morality. This is a moral moment. I'm a Christian. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I believe the Bible's actually true. I follow God. I don't believe I'm a good person at all. I'm a horrible, I have a death sentence on me. I'm a fallen man, and Jesus saved me, not because there's anything good in me, but everything good in him came and did a rescue mission on me. I didn't earn it. So I'm not trying to take credit for I'm not more moral, more worthy, more made in the image of God than wandering eye here. We are equidistant from God. I'm saved. But he said it's a moral position. Now we're going to talk morality. So now we're going to talk religion. Go.
It is actually not about left or right. It's about right or wrong. And what Donald Trump is doing right now is doing everything he can to divide our country. At a horrific moment of political violence, When a president should be calling us together to do something about it, he doubled down on the divide, on the division, and on the hate.
It's the Trump hate. Trump got shot in the ear, and Trump is the one doubling down on the hate. Shot in the ear by a leftist. And now we have ICE agents being shot by communists, and Charlie Kirk shot by, another pro-trans, pro-furry guy. And look at this guy. I feel like I just bought a goldfish or like a parakeet. They have the eyes on the sides of their head.
Brought our military generals together today. Brought them together instead of giving a unifying theme. There are men and women from all different backgrounds who have committed themselves not only to defending our country, but to giving their life for our country. They swore an oath not to him, but to our Constitution. And instead of hitting those high principles and ideals that those men and women believe in so deeply, he used it as a political posturing moment to press on with his grievances and to threaten the American people. When he says there are enemies amongst us, who is he talking about?
You, Cory. Enemies. He's talking about what Alan Dershowitz was talking about. Enemies among us. Radical Mamdani. Anti-American, anti-Israel, anti-family, anti-human, anti-your child's genitalia, anti-keeping biological men out of women's sports and locker rooms. We're not going to unite on that. We don't want to unite. We want to divide from you because you're crazy and you're going to get us killed. And you let in at least 11 million illegal people here and lied to us about it, and then trafficked 300,000 children away from their parents, and they're missing in the country. We're not uniting with you, you human goldfish / parakeet.
Well, I know he's called Democrats enemies.
Yeah.
He's called us a threat.
Fact.
He has vilified us with the most heinous of language.
Heinous.
So understand that we have an American presence.
What about, I did a last video where AOC said Trump wanted to kill children. That was my favorite quote. Is that unifying language from your party? No.
Speaking before the military, talking to them about your neighbor, about the people on your block, the people that belong to your PTA. This is an American president turning all of his venom and every power lever he has against the American people. This is a dangerous time. Meanwhile, Americans are struggling. They can't afford their medication. They're struggling. They can't afford to visit to the doctor.
That is literally the most hateful thing I've ever heard someone say about Trump. And Trump isn't out on a microphone going after Cory Booker. Trump's just kicking back being Trump, just skating through life, man. Cory Booker staying up all night trying to put together this narrative of he's using all the will of his presidency to go after the American people with the military. Bull caca. You're so full of garbage. Here's Andy NGO, one of my favorite guys. This is on the Portland. We're going to check in on the Portland Antifa war. This is my friend Polymath. He came over and visited me a while ago. He's one of my Twitter guys. He said, I need my lib friends to really understand this. These people, this is Antifa, no, they will not suffer consequences for their violence. These are all Democrats, all leftists. They're actually anarchists. They're so far to the left. Things that are not punished are de facto legal. They know they're not going to be punished. I'm just going to read Andy No's. I have been on a stage with Andy No at a Hillsdale event. I watched him speak. He's a great journalist. He's the one who has covered Antifa, the anti-fascist movement where they all wear their gear and then go and attack cops. They're at every Pride festival. They're at every radical anti-ICE event. And Andy No, who is a great journalist, he's a homosexual too. So I sat there on stage and I love him. I love me some homosexual men. I totally disagree with homosexuality. So I can tell him, I disagree with you and your lifestyle and your choices, but I love you as a person and a journalist. Come be my buddy, my homosexual man friend. And he's a great journalist, especially at exposing Antifa. He was the tip of the spear, and here he is on this one. Watch how coordinated Antifa are in whisking away an assault suspect who bashed Katie Davis Court on the face with a pole. So they bashed a journalist in the face with a pole. The Portland police refused to respond because the Portland police all get their orders to not respond to Antifa attacks. The violent militants took the suspect into the Antifa safe house, and then he reveals their address. And this is them whisking away the person who beat someone with a pole. This is Antifa on the street. Antifa always have the umbrellas to hide their face. They put it between them and cops so you can't see what they're doing. It's part of their MO. They've all got they're whisking there they are, whisking him away to the safe house. Someone who beats someone with a pole.
Going into the Antifa safe house.
Yep, go to the Antifa safe house. And look, they're all dressed like bunnies and they have their burqas on. This looks like a Comic-Con cosplay. This is looks like the Star Trek holodeck or something.
Fucking women. Fucking minors and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, sorry about that.
Why are you stalking this person?
She assaulted me.
She assaulted you? Do you have proof of that?
Yeah.
She assaulted me. So this person beat her with a pole and he's coming out and defending the assaulter.
My black eye.
Your black guy?
My black eye.
You don't have a black eye.
You don't have a black eye. The guy in the motorcycle helmet didn't even look at her. Again, these are all feminists that are defending beating a woman in the eye and giving her a black eye. Oh, look, there's a rainbow umbrella. The pride people showed up.
Hit by your boyfriend or something?
Katie. All right. The assault suspect is in the safe house.
Assault suspect? You stop now? Are you able?
Look at this guy. They all look like Jawas from Star Wars or a Tusken Raider. They look like they're all made of junk.
The assault suspect is in the safe house. Get away.
Wait. What's the frog over there on the
From me.
right?
Get away.
Antifa frog. He's in an inflatable frog outfit. That's Antifa. This is what Trump is shutting down with our military, and I'm happy to see it. I hope they all go to prison, especially for covering up and hiding someone who would assault a woman by beating her in the face. Thank you for the coverage of that, Andy No, doing the Lord's good work. Hope you guys like this coverage of today's events of the Democrat Party falling apart. We here in Exile never put an X next to a Democrat. Are you crazy? Do you want your kids killed? I'm Doug in Exile.